It has been a very interesting first half of the season, I can tell you, especially with regard to the Champions League. So, I think let's go and find out what has been going on. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to Athletico Bilbao. And yes, it has been a very interesting first part of the season, and I think I have learned a great deal about small squads and how to use small squads even when there are a number of games going on. And we have been extremely busy and we have been extremely successful, and that particularly applies to the Champions League. Let's go and find out what was going on. And so what that means in terms of the Champions League is that we actually finished in second. We finished second behind Paris Saint-Germain because of the head-to-head scores, and they had narrowly beaten us in the head-to-head. But we were level on points, and we've eliminated Manchester City from the Champions League at the group stage, and that was something I was not expecting. And in terms of the league, it's been even better, because if we look at what's been happening in La Liga, we are actually on top, and we are on top on goal difference from Real Madrid, who have the same points, but we have a goal difference which is 8 points better than them. And we've done this with an extremely small squad of players, and most of these at the bottom are just basically young players who are yet to prove themselves. And we have had, with this tiny little squad, quite the most remarkable season that I can possibly imagine. And today we are going to play a game against Mallorca, and this is a game that we lost last year, surprisingly, so I'm hoping that that is not going to happen this season. And they are going to play a very direct approach, so we are going to make some changes to our tactic, and we are going to drop the lines back a little bit. We're going to play in a positive way, but we're going to drop our lines back a bit so that we can counteract this very direct style that they want to play. And so I think now would be a good time to go and play against Mallorca. And so the team for today is Simon in goal, with Ordizola, Yere, Martinez and Imanol making a rare appearance at the back, with Munyon, Menkoyala, Vankeda and Berenger in midfield. Vilabra and Cordoba will start up front. And the idea is to rest a couple of players. And so it is now time to go and play the game and to see if we can't pick up the 3 points here. And hopefully we can stay at the top as we come out of this game and keep the pressure on Real Madrid, who I'm hoping might drop a point or two today. So let's go and kick off and let's get on with the match. The game is about to begin, and it has been a fairly quiet opening few minutes. Mallorca have actually had the better of possession and the better of the chances, but we do have a throw, and it's Odriozola. He's looking for Berenger. Berenger gives it back to Odriozola. Odriozola fires a ball over into the box, and there's a chance, and we have scored, and it is Munian who has put Bilbao ahead. It is Bilbao 1, Mallorca 0 in the 9th minute, and we have made as good a start as I could have hoped for. I was a bit worried about making these changes today, but I wanted to give some boys a run out, and I also wanted to rest a couple of players, and Munian there just stabbed it home from close range. Got to suspect that the goalkeeper could have done a little better, but it is a throw into Mallorca, and they are a threat. They beat us last year. They're not a very good team, but they did get a surprise result against us last year, and they are on the attack, but we've closed them down well, and we need to get the ball off him, and Martinez has taken the ball off him, and he finds Berenger. Berenger's looking for Cordoba. Cordoba looking to release Valabra. Valabra's in the clear. Can Valabra score? And he's hit the crossbar. And I'm just wondering why he didn't put his foot through that. He tried a cheeky chip and it hit the crossbar, and it remains 1-0. 17 minutes gone. Here's Menkayala. He finds Valabra. Valabra has the ball taken off him, and it's back to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper, he's probably going to look long. No, he plays a short pass. They're looking to play out of defence. This is new. And they are in possession, and they are looking to bring the ball forward. I'm a bit worried we might be playing a little bit too deep, and so maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to push the lines up just a little bit. Now actually what I'm going to do is drop our forward line a little bit, compact the pitch a little bit, as we are giving them a little bit too much space as they're looking to break through, and they have scored. And I had a feeling this was going to happen, which is why I made the adjustment. It's now Bilbao 1, Mallorca 0. Poor defending, but possibly my error. And I need to squeeze the team together a little bit more so that we can get a little bit more possession. It was poor defending, and they have broken forward, and a rifle shot into the corner has made it 1-1. But it's still early days, and the game is still only 20 minutes old. And I'm hoping that we can get the points here, as Mallorca have a free kick, but it's headed clear. And here's Cordoba. Cordoba's looking over the top for Valabra. Valabra's in space down the left. Can he get across? And there's nobody in the box, so he puts it back to Munian. Munian drives one just wide of the post, and it remains 1-1. And we are having, I think, just about edging the game here, but it is very close. Our XG is better, but possession-wise, they are very much in this game as Imanol takes a throw. He finds Menkayala. Menkayala into Munian. Munian, can he get to the byline? Can he get across? He finds Imanol. Imanol into Valabra. Valabra's looking for Menkayala, who drives one, and what a strike that was. And it is Bilbao 2, Mallorca 1. And what a shot that was from Menkayala. And Munian looked behind. Imanol's pass was good. Valabra had his back to goal, fed Menkayala, and what a curling drive that was. And it is now Bilbao 2, Mallorca 1. We have been the better side in this first half, and we do deserve to be ahead, but we also do need to be careful and avoid making mistakes at the back. And as the game comes towards the end of the first half, it is Bilbao 2, Mallorca 1, and we need to go out, and I believe that they weren't that bad, but they can be a lot better. And this team has surprised everybody this season. They've surprised me. I really can't believe that we have done so well. And it is, though, Mallorca on the attack in the early parts of the second half. and they are looking to get the ball over, but there's good tackle, but they still are in possession. And it is all the way back, and we have for now at least closed that attack down, but still they come. And maybe I'm going to need to make a few more changes, but we are driving them backwards. And there's a long punt up the field. If we can win the ball now and launch a counter-attack, we could be in. Cordoba finds Berenger. Berenger is looking over the top for Vilabra. Vilabra's through. Vilabra's speculative shot finds the corner. And it is now 3-1. And I think we are in control of this game now. What a strike that was from Vilabra. And that has the second goal this game from outside the box was an absolutely blistering drive. He really didn't have the pace, and he let fly, and it found the corner of the net. It's 3-1. Our amazing run of form continues, and I just want to bring up the league table here to have a look at what's going on in the league. But we do have a free kick, and I was thinking about a couple of changes, but we'll let this highlight go. As Yere finds Odriozola, he finds Berenger. Berenger on the wing. He's looking inside for Vilabra. Vilabra is through again, and Vilabra's made it 4-1. And I think it's now game over. What another strike that was. The goalkeeper didn't have a chance. And Vilabra's got his shooting boots on today. I decided to play him up front with Cordoba, and it has paid off. And what a strike. Found the corner beautifully. It's now Athletico Bilbao 4, Mallorca 1. We have avenged that defeat they put on us last year. And although Mallorca still are coming forward, they still are in this game. It has been known in FM to give 3 goals away in the last 20 minutes, and they have found some space through the middle, and they are in, and he's driven it over the crossbar. And we do have to be very, very careful. And I think it's time now to make some changes. But we'll wait until Berenger's finished with this. As Berenger is driving down the right, he looks to get across him, but it's blocked. And Mallorca, who seem to be attacking a bit more directly at the moment, pressing forward, but Yere finds Menkayala. He's in yards of space in midfield, finds Vilabra, who makes it 5-1. Now I think it is time to make a couple of changes. We are comfortably in front now. We are really telling the rest of the field not to underestimate us. This has been a very, very impressive performance all around. And once again, Vilabra, a man in form. And I think that's his hat-trick, and he has fully deserved his goals today. And they are checking offside. No, he was well onside, and it remains a goal. And it is going to be 5-1, but there is going to be a highlight from the kickoff. And here come Mallorca. They're trying to play it out from the back. It hasn't been that successful for them so far, it has to be said. And we are dominating this game. And we just need to just be calm now. Don't do anything silly. Just keep our... I think what I might do is bring the lines back a little bit. I want to stop them playing those inside balls just like that, because they have made it 5-2. And we are going to do that now. We're going to pull the lines back, and we're going to stop them playing those balls through the middle between the central defenders. And we're going to try and close that avenue up for them. It's now 5-2, but it's still a very impressive performance. We've just made a couple of errors at the back, possibly my errors, but I'm very happy with the performance. We can't knock this, and I don't think they're going to score 3 times in the last 19 minutes, although you will never know. And here's Mallorca coming forward again. And we are starting to panic a little bit here, sitting on the touchline. And I need to tell the players to give a little bit more. So I'm going to shout, demand more. And here Mallorca are in again, but he's hit the post, and we have got it clear. And they are still driving forward, though. We need to close them down a lot more. They're giving them far too much space as the ball finds them. And can he get a cross in? There comes the cross, and it's a great block. And we finally get the ball clear. And I would like to make some changes now. And so we have made a couple of changes, just bringing some fresh legs onto the pitch. There's only 10 minutes left to go. I don't think we need to do any panicking at this point. I think now the game is in the bag. 3 points are in the bag. Real Madrid have had a poor game by the look of it. We have gone 3 points clear of Real Madrid. And this has been a sensational game week for us. Well done, lads. It was an exceptional win. Let's have a look at where we are in the table and what's happened. We'll just send our assistant to go and deal with the press. And yeah, it looks like Real Madrid have lost, and they have been beaten by Atletico Madrid by 2-0, which means that we are now 3 points clear at the top of the league. And can we win the league for the second time in 3 seasons? That will be something very, very special indeed. But it is going to be a very, very busy time. But you can see our form is outstanding, and it's going to be a busy second half of the season, and we will be back somewhere towards the end depending on what happens. We may even, if it's going very, very well, we may even have an extra episode. But for now, that's it for this episode. If you are new to the channel, then why not subscribe, like, watch and comment. Help us to grow, help us to support the very worthwhile cause that you can see scrolling above. And all that remains now from a super happy Bilbao is we will see you in episode 9 of this 9-part miniseries for the last time.